Alright, Axiom here for a quick video. Basically, the last episode of Raiders of the Serpent Sea, I had a problem with the recording and unfortunately I can't recover it properly, so there is going to be no video of episode 30. So what I'm going to do here is just do a very quick recap of the main events, just so if anyone's watching the playlist in order, at least they can understand what went on in that particular episode. So I'm going to cover just a few of my notes from the game. So episode 30 opened with the party still outside the undead ship. Savoie had just literally moments before beginning to remember that she is the ruler of the underworld Hell. She basically left her post, leaving a simulacrum in her place, and decided to try and take one last moment to see Thonair, the love of her life, and in that process she was destroyed. Little did she realise that she would be reincarnated somewhere else to live a normal life, only to have the magics of Grimir and her father eventually come together to bring her back to Grimir. The party were very nervous of her and what she could now do. However, they did eventually agree to go with her to a place of memory for her, which is called the Observatory, where she said that it was in the palace gardens and there would be the possibility of being able to sneak into the palace afterwards through a secret entrance. They followed her into the palace gardens and made their way slowly but surely along, never seeming to get anywhere close towards where the actual palace was, keeping the gardens going on and on for eternity. Eventually they did manage to discover the entrance to the observatory and make their way down into that place. They didn't initially realise that they were actually in some of the roots of the world tree, but they made their way down into this observatory where they eventually made their way to a sort of viewing platform of sorts where they could see the sun and the moon basically orbiting the world tree, and which was holding Grimir. With some very good rolls, they were also able to discover that the moon is habited. The halls of the slain appear to be there, and another reason why Hell keeps a watch on what's going on through this portal looking at the worlds below. They fought against some bugs of the underworld which hit pretty hard and caused for a good fight. These turned out to be probably under the control of Savoie's mother, Boda, and signs that she's starting to take more of the underworld over. They finally then made their way into the palace, where they finally did meet the simulacrum of Hell herself and her new right-hand man, Regulus. Many discussions went down about how to deal with the situations, but eventually they were able to convince Hell that Regulus was indeed not what he seemed, and possibly an agent of Boda. And at that point, Regulus slammed down his mace, creating a massive thunder wave, blowing the party back, and we were at the point where combat was ready to ensue. So next session it will actually start out directly at this point. Savoie not convinced to be the ruler of the underworld yet. Our party about to take damage from this guy, and all this battle for the underworld about to begin. In a climactic battle for the control of the underworld. And we'll see what happens next time.